Do you think the federal budget's so-called grocery rebate will help to offset food inflation?
Probably temporarily, but I have a feeling since COVID, we're probably never going to go back to prices that were somewhat reasonable anyway. So I have a feeling we're stuck with those increases, unfortunately.
In the short term, more needs to be done for seniors on fixed incomes. But every little bit will help right now. Yeah. So it's a start. That's how I look at it. It's a start.
Everything helps, but I don't think it's significant enough to make any changes in the lives of certainly Newfoundlanders and Labradorians day to day.
Not for me. Middle class is really, I feel it only helps the lower class, yeah, but it certainly won't help me.
It's helpful for maybe a month, but I don't know if it will be a long-term solution. There needs to be mandates around grocery costs and regulation in that industry, I think, more than a rebate.
I think just a touch, but I mean, the cost of food is all year. So I think for a lot of families, it's not really, it will help a one-time thing or for a while, but I don't think it's going to help over time.
Yes, it will. Why? Because any money back is good for the people, however they get it.
The idea of rebates for me is kind of a miss. I feel that we're paying sometimes double and triple ahead of those rebates that are happening. So I'd have to say quickly, no, I don't think it's a viable answer. It's great that something's happening for relief, but the tax on tax situation that we're in, definitely is something that could be, looked at for resolve.
Absolutely not. And I think that it's kind of an insult to be just giving $200 for the price of groceries when they could be subsidizing grocery prices for lower income people just in general to begin with.
I think personally that I guess it's a start. It would probably help a lot of folks, myself included, because I'm a student. So I would probably receive that rebate as well. But honestly, I think it's more of a band-aid solution. Like me personally, I think we really need a universal basic income. And so I think something like that would actually be a longer-term solution to food insecurity. But I think what the grocery rebate, I guess it's a bit of a start, but it's not enough in my opinion.
I feel like it dismisses the underlying issue, and it's a step in the right direction, but it's not going to solve everything.
It might help a little bit, but really the grocery stores are making way too much money off of all of us, I feel.
I think it's nonsense. My grocery bills have gone up. I track them, and my grocery bills have gone up at least 25% over the last 12 months. So unless you're rebating me 25%, that's not helping me out. Maybe for those low-income people, I suppose, but I don't know who those people are.
No, I think just making it a little bit more livable for Canadians everywhere would be the benefit. I don't think a one-time payment or an occasional payment will help that. I mean, homelessness is on the rise. Everyone is struggling one way or another. I don't think that's the way out. I think that's just a quick fix for now to try to keep the people quiet.
I think any rebate available to those in need is important. Is there more to do? Obviously, people are struggling with their food security, so hopefully there is more yet to come.
I really don't know, truthfully. I don't have much of an answer on that. Perhaps anything will help, but it's, as long as it's targeted at the right people.
No, I don't. I think a 1% offset just isn't going to go very far. It's going to be a one-time thing. It's going to maybe help you in 1 month. But after that, where are you going to get the help?
Hey, a rebate is a rebate, right? So I'm for it, I guess.
Again, it sounds like it would, but I'd want to look at it. I mean, these programs often are more than just simply giving people money. There's bureaucracy, things like that. So I don't know. I'm skeptical about pointing to specific businesses and saying you're responsible for price increases rather than the fact that we spent the last 3 years printing money.
Not at all. It's really just like half a grocery trip for most people, like with a family of 4. That really doesn't even cover a grocery trip, which is not like the cost of inflation is just not worth $200, right? So I don't know. Personally, I don't think so.
I'm not really sure. I mean, all I can say is, as a pensioner, the price of groceries no matter where you go, is absolutely disgraceful. It's diabolical through the roof. Somebody's making lots of money at the cost of ordinary, everyday working class consumers, and it's just not a good scene. So whether it, what it does to inflation one way or the other, I couldn't say, but I do think grocery prices are far too high.
Not sure. I think there might be better ways to keep costs down. Um, I worry about the debt in Canada. I worry about what the government is taking care of and where their priorities are. I think mental health is a huge issue, and homelessness. And those are the people that are really going to feel the crunch with food. So I think maybe there would have been better places to help out.
Well, I guess it's a Band-Aid rather than a long-term solution. I think they should go after the grocery stores because there's usually kind of a gross in a box, and each item is $1 more or more. And I think that's more than covering fuel costs and that for shipping the groceries here.
No, it'll definitely help the families off the start, but with most things, as you start giving out money, people start charging more, and it's a vicious cycle.